Friends of class 11th, I'm Avnash Lambert, your business teacher, and welcome to the online tutorial sessions for business studies. Today we are going to continue our first chapter, which is nature and purpose of business. Today we are going to start new topic, which is the classification of business activities. Basically, business is divided into two parts, or you can say if you add two things, you get the business. Now, they are industry and commerce. Today we are going to study completely about the industry. So what is industry? Industry includes all those business activities that are concerned with the production of goods and services, which are concerned only with the production of goods and services by how? By converting raw materials into some useful products. The industry includes all those business activities that are concerned with the production of goods and services by converting raw material into some useful products for the consumers or for the producers. Now let's start the classification of industry. Industries are classified into three parts: primary industries, secondary industries, and tertiary industries. Now the first one is primary industries. These industries include all those activities which are concerned with the extraction of natural resources. What do you mean by extraction? To bring out the minerals from the underground, from the soil, and reproduction and development of living organisms and plants, etc. So under the primary industries, what do? We extract all the minerals, resources from the underground, from the soil, or we indulge in the reproduction of breeding of the cattle animals and development of living organisms and plants, the vegetation, the agricultural products. All those things come under the primary industries. Basically, we extract the natural resources and we help in the reproduction and development of living organisms and plants. Now, under the primary industries, there are two sub-primary industries. The first one is extractive industry and the second one is genetic industry. Now, first one is extractive industry under the primary industry. Under the extractive industry, it includes all those activities which extract or draw out various products from natural resources like soil, water, and air. We extract or we draw out all those important minerals, all those important things, all those important products which provide the human being some sort of satisfaction, like coal mining. Is that clear? Extraction of resources from soil, water, or air. Now the second one is genetic industry. Now what are genetic industry? It includes activities like breeding and reproduction of plants and animals. For example, poultry farm. You know, chickens, they are kept under the poultry farming where the breeding and reproduction of hens is there. So that's for the primary industry. I hope you have understood the primary industries. They are subdivided into extractive industries and the genetic industries. Under the extractive industries, we extract and draw out various products from the natural resources, and under the genetic industries, we breeding and reproduction of plants and animals. For example, poultry farming or fishing. Fishing is also an example of genetic industry. Now let's come to the next one. One is secondary industry. After primary industry, secondary industry. These industries are concerned with the using of materials which have already been extracted at the primary stage to produce the finished goods. Now what are finished goods? Those goods which are ready to use by the consumers. Now let's understand it again. it concerns with the using of materials or minerals which have already been extracted. This word was used in the primary industry under the extractive industry. So basically what the extraction or whatever they draw out in the primary industry, that material or that mineral is being used in the secondary industry, which have already been extracted at the primary stage. Understood? To produce finished goods. Very simple. I guess it's very clear. Now secondary industries is subdivided into manufacturing industry and construction industries. It is divided into two industries, manufacturing and construction. Now let's talk about manufacturing industries. These industries convert raw materials or semi-finished products into finished goods. Basically, under the manufacturing industries, we use some raw material or semi-finished goods, all those goods which are incomplete. They have been processed, but they are incomplete. They are not completely finished. They have not completed the process of production. Those are the semi-finished products. Now, these industries convert raw material or semi-finished product into finished goods. Now, what are consumer goods? Finished goods can be categorized under two goods. These finished goods can be of two types. One is consumer good and the second one is industrial goods. Consumer goods are those goods which can be directly consumed by the consumer, which we directly consume, and it is used for day-to-day consumption. We use it for a daily basis, like soap. Soap is used on a daily basis for some of you, and bread, clothing, all these things required these goods on a daily basis. So those goods which can be directly consumed by the consumer are the consumer goods, and the other category of good is industrial good, the goods which are produced for manufacturing consumer goods. For manufacturing these consumer goods, there are certain machineries, tools, equipments which are used for manufacturing consumer goods, and those machineries, those equipments are produced by the other manufacturers, and those goods, those machinery, tools and equipments are the industrial goods. Is that clear? Now students, this secondary industry is divided into manufacturing and construction. Understood? Now we have studied the manufacturing industries. Now this manufacturing industries is subdivided into four industries. The secondary industry is divided into two parts, and the first part, the first subdivision of manufacturing industry has four more parts. Now we are studying the manufacturing industries and its type. Now the first one is analytical industry. What are analytical industries? Basically, basic raw material is analyzed and separated into different finished goods, under which the raw material is taken and it is further analyzed, and many different components are separated from that mineral. For example, crude oil. Crude oil can be used, can be refined to convert into petrol or diesel or kerosene. There are so many products which can be utilized, which can be manufactured from one raw material, which is crude oil. So if we can convert one raw material into separate different products, then it is called analytical industry. Is that clear? For example, crude oil. Now the next one is synthetic industry, under which two or more raw materials are combined. Two or more raw materials are combined to make one new product. There are certain chemicals or minerals are combined together. They are used together so that a new product can be made. For example, cement. Cement is a chemical reaction. It is made by using two products. All the chemical products, the creams, are under the synthetic industry. The next one is processing industries. Under this processing industry, it involves successive stages for manufacturing products into final products. Under this industry, there are several stages. The goods are produced in several stages and then the final products comes out, like sugar industry. First sugar cane is brought, it's been the raw material used for crushing them, and after crushing them the juice is taken out, the juice is now heated, and several other processes for making sugar, and just like paper industry, so many other stages are used for making these two products. So this is the processing. Different processes takes place under this stage. The fourth industry is assembling industry. Under the assembling industry, different components are assembled to make a finished product. For example, car. Tire is made by some other manufacturer. The glass is made by other manufacturer. The iron is made by different manufacturer. The seat covers, the seat, the music system, and all the different stuff are made by the different manufacturers. The company, what they do, they just assemble different things into one final good, and that is the assembling industry. For example, automobile industry, the car industry, the bike industry. Different components are assembled, keyword assembled, to make one finished product. So basically, this is your secondary industry, in which minerals are already being extracted at the primary stage to produce finished goods. It has manufacturing industry, and the next one is construction industry. Under the construction industry, the second part of the second subdivision is construction industries under the secondary industry. Under the construction industries, all those industries which are engaged in the construction of roads, buildings and dams, etc. They construct something. They build dams, they build bridges, they build flyovers, they build roads. All such activities of construction are done by those industries, and those industries are known as construction industries. I hope the secondary industry is very clear. Now let's come to the next one. The last industry is tertiary industry. What is tertiary industry? Under these industries are concerned with providing support services to primary and secondary industries. Basically, these tertiary industries provide the support system to this primary industry and to the secondary industry. They are the helping hands. This industry is a helping hand for the primary and secondary industry. Now let's see what type of services, what kind of help this tertiary industry provides to the other two industries. They provide the insurance. They minimize the risk. The insurance company, they minimizes the risk of the manufacturing and secondary and primary industry. Now, banking, they provide credit, they provide loans to the primary and secondary industry. Transportation, they help in transporting their one good to the another place. Export, import. Fourth one, communication, they help in making deals on phone or by internet. So they help in communication, under which the size of the market increases. And advertising helps in the awareness of the consumer. They aware the consumer about their products. And the last one is warehousing. Warehousing facilities means it helps the producers in keeping their products, keeping their finished goods in a safe custody, so that they can use it in a later time. So these are the things which a tertiary industry provides. So basically, you have completed the first part of the business activity. In the next video, we will continue the next business activity, which is commerce. So that's all for today, and let's hope for the best and stay home, stay safe.